Living clean, the journey continues. Preface. Our best basic text assures us that more will be revealed, and our experience bears that out. More has been revealed in the years since those words were written, and more continues to be revealed every day that we live clean and practice the principles of recovery. We grow as individuals, and we also grow and mature as a fellowship. As we learn from our experience, we pass on that knowledge. This means that each generation of newcomers has more resources available in NA than the one before. Whether this strengthens or weakens us depends entirely on how well we understand our primary purpose and practice the principles of sharing, caring, and service. Our greatest treasure and resource is the depth of our personal knowledge of the recovery process. We share that treasure at meetings, at our celebrations, over coffee, and in our literature. Once again, we offer in written as much as we can of our collective experience, strength, and hope. This book, written by addicts for addicts, is a snapshot of our fellowship. Addicts in recovery who have helped each other face life on life terms without the use of drugs for consecutive days, months, years, and decades. It is intended both as an offering to new members and to rekindle the passion of our old timers. It could not be possibly contain all that our members know or believe, but it does reflect what we have been discovering and sharing since 1982 when our basic text was approved. The first draft of a book titled Living Clean was created in 1983, but the history of this project goes back even further. As our basic text, Narcotics Anonymous, was written, some of our members knew that it would not be our last word on the subject of living the NA way. The versions that were created in 1983 and 1990 contain a lot of concrete advice, suggestions, and rules for how to get clean and stay clean. But most of us don't follow rules very well. Our experience is sometimes very different from what we wish were true about the process. We found that what we share in common are not the particular actions we take, but the principles we try to practice as we live. In the years that have followed, generations of addicts have gotten clean and stayed clean by using the basic text as our guide. And that experience has given us a perspective on the principles of recovery unlike any other. We knew from the beginning that we were describing a problem not related to any single substance, but a disease that, left untreated, would manifest in one symptom or another until it killed us. A focus on one symptom or substance is too narrow for us, as we understand that addiction affects all aspects of our lives. We can see that recovery affects everything we do. Our relationships with our families, our work, our spirituality, even our own bodies are profoundly shaped by where we come from, and the ways in which we address our disease. Just as the rewards of our recovery are often beyond our wildest dreams, we know that the impact of our recovery on our lives and on those around us is beyond measure. We may never know the good we do just by staying clean and living a principled life to the best of our ability. Our gratitude for our new way of life motivates us to keep giving more, living more, and loving more. We are called to tell our story in NA not just once, but over and over. We cannot see the entirety of ourselves in one footstep or one share. We can't see the entirety of our recovery all at once either. We see it in layers, and our vision of ourselves change each time we have a shift in perspective or a change in perception. Telling the truth about our lives is one of the most powerful things we can ever do. We start to see the threads that run through our experience, even though we may feel like we have been different people over the course of our lives. We see the patterns that have helped us or hold us back, and we can find hope even at times when our lives are very difficult. Recovery is a full contact, lifelong process. The more serious we are about it, the more clearly we can see how much growth is still available to us, no matter where we are on the journey. We are never done learning. Continued practice of the program of Narcotics Anonymous doesn't make our lives easier. It makes them richer, better, and more interesting. We begin by staying clean from with the program. The tools we need to find the answers are right for us. That are right for us. Different moments teach us, reach us, or help us break through. We hope that the experience we share here will serve to propel our members forward beyond what we know. This book is not a catalog of advice, but rather a collection of experience, strength, and hope about living clean as we experience it in our daily lives, our relationships, and in our service to others. Not everything in the pages that will follow will be equally important to everyone. Each of us has different challenges on our journey. However, we hope that there is something here for every member. What follows is the experience of many addicts from all over the world. Hundreds of members shared their insight on living clean in workshops, letters, conversations, electronic bulletin boards, and audio recordings. The book took shape as it developed. As our journey continued, the focus of Living Clean shifted as well. The content and structure changed according to the input. The process swung the doors open, and we were amazed at what developed. We learned from one another, and the sum was greater than its parts. The common thread through our varied experience is that we continue to draw strength from NA no matter how much clean time we have, no matter how many steps we have worked, no matter where life takes us. Sharing our experience gives it meaning and value, and the deep relationships we form in NA with one another, with ourselves, and with our higher power become more valuable than we can imagine. We stay connected with the program and the fellowship over many years because we find that what we need here. Where once we may have wondered how we could ever make NA a part of our lives, now many of us cannot imagine our lives without it. When we use the tools available to us, our recovery continues to thrive no matter what we face or how long we stay clean. The most important thing about living clean is that we are alive to do it. And for people with the disease of addiction, this is nothing less than a miracle. We do recover to live full and rewarding lives. Those lives present us with challenges, some of which we never expected. Living beyond our wildest dreams often means that we are in uncharted territory. The countless addicts who have contributed to this book made clear that the miracle of getting clean is not the last one we will experience, or the last one we need. We have learned that we really can survive anything and stay clean. It's never too late to start over, reconnect with the fellowship, work steps, have a spiritual awakening, and find a new way to live. As long as we are willing to stay clean and keep coming back, our recovery continues to unfold in ways we couldn't imagine. We are living clean, and every day the journey continues.